In this week's video, we have the latest on Sim Update 13 and why it has been delayed, as well as all this week's previews and announcements. So let's jump into the video. Before we jump into this week's video, here's a quick word from our video sponsor. FS Academy have released their next edition with the tutorial mission packs. This one is called Commander. Commander focuses on emergency procedures where you're taught how to handle these situations such as system failures in hazard weather conditions and more. Commander will provide you the knowledge how to handle these real-life situations in the simulator, such as engines are out or when your landing gear is jammed. The mission packs are designed and developed by a real-world aviation captain and are up to a high standard that we've seen with our other previous releases. Commander from FS Academy has just been released and you can pick it up from a number of different vendors. I'll leave a link in the description where you can pick it up from your favorite vendor, and I thank FS Academy for sponsoring this video. Kicking off this week's previews and announcements with TFDi as they've updated the in development of the MD-11 project. The team a little while ago released early access purchases for a limited number of simmers who are lucky enough to get a purchase, and will now get access to the MD-11 very soon before its full release. The TFDi has updated their website, and the MD-11 target date for the collector's edition, which is these people that did purchase it early, will be available to them on the 16th of October. With this release phase to the limited number of people that purchase the pre-release tickets, they will be able to test the MD-11 and report bugs. The next phase will be an early access phase where the MD-11 will be available to the wider public for more testing, assuming they will do another round of early access sales for this, and the last two phases will focus on delivery. Great to see the project is coming along. However, it seems to be a few more development days ahead before we will see a full release of the MD-11 from TFDi. Just Flight this week showcased their soon to be released TBM 850 from Black Square. The team mentions that the 850 will release sometime in October this year, and the TBM will come with over 100 possible failures, realistic systems, hot swappable radio configurations, and advanced pressurized systems. In-depth checklist with full 3D sound package, accurate flight dynamics, and several liveries. Just Flight mentions they will have a more in-depth technical videos about the Black Square TBM before its release. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to check out the full development page about the TBM 850 from Black Square. In some other news which is not directly related to Microsoft Flight Simulator, but we've been following this development for some time now, which is Airport Sim. They've recently released their latest demo which you can download and play, but now they have confirmed the release of their new sim, which will be on October the 19th. If you're not familiar with the project, Airport Sim is where you can take the role and work a number of different airports, taking on the challenges of being a ground crew worker with roles as welcoming passengers, offboarding baggages, pushing planes with tugs, pretty much everything that is involved with being a ground crew worker at an airport. Airport Sim has been developed by MS Games and it has been supported by MK Studios, who have been creating flight sim sceneries for many years. I'll leave a link in the description below for some gameplay of the original demo that we did a little while back, so you can check that out. In some other flight sim news, after a very successful FlightSim Expo in Houston this year, the team behind FlightSim Expo have confirmed they will be back at it again in 2024. The event will be held at the Tropicana Hotel in Las Vegas between the 21st and the 23rd of June. There will be over 40,000 square feet of exhibiting hall featuring the latest flight sim technology. Development, a roundtable, and education seminars will take place throughout the weekend. If you can't attend the event, you'll be able to watch portions of the FlightSim Expo from anywhere around the globe with an online only registration. Registrations for the event will begin sometime in December 2023. They haven't confirmed the date just yet, but it's great to see this event continue and growing from strength to strength. If you are enjoying the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. This helps spread the word of Flight Sim to more and more people around the globe, and it also helps grow the channel. It's absolutely free, it doesn't cost any money whatsoever, and thank you very much for your support. Moving on to this week's release news, and NZA Simulations this week released their latest scenery package, which is Milford Sound Regional. The package is part of the Proline series, which includes the airport and the surrounding area. Milford Sound is a regional airport located in the South Island of New Zealand. It's known for its natural beauty and landscapes. The airport receives traffic from many local airliners, including Air Safari, Air Milford, and Southern Alps Air, just to mention a few. The package includes 8 other airports in the region, such such as Martins Bay, a Big Bay, a Beach Strip, a Lagoon Airstrip, a River Airstrip, a Track Airstrip, Station Airstrip, and a Lodge Airstrip, and multiple helipads. The package includes features such as a fully 3D model interior of the airport buildings and hangars, fully modeled ferry terminal and buildings, and many hut locations at many points of interest, 76 animated watercraft airport, bio-enhancement of the area, custom water masking, retouch the mountains and textures, animated rivers and waterfalls throughout the fjords and beyond. And you can pick up your copy of NZA Simulations at Milford Sound directly from their website. I'll leave a link in the description below. Parallel 42 this week released their latest backcountry strip. This time around, the team is trying their luck landing at Sunset Strip. Sunset Strip is located near Finlay Lake in California. This is a challenging strip to land at because you can only land in one way and there's one way out. The team mentions that Sunset Strip, there is no service, no restrooms or electricity. They have packed the scene with many different Easter eggs such as bald eagles, ATVs and UTV trails, micro scenes, a working farm with a windmill, ATV doing jumps, just to mention a few. Parallel 42's packages may be small, but they come packed with many different things going on with the traditional Parallel 42 sense of humor. You can pick up your copy of Parallel 42 Sunset Strip from their website, links in the description below. Miltech Simulations, the team behind the Osprey and other aircraft add-ons, have released their Super Carrier Pro. The team have been developing necessary tech for a functioning aircraft carrier for the past 3 years and now brought their tech and research to this latest release. The Super Carrier Pro will include both static and moving ships with 14 moving and 12 static locations. The carrier comes with a working arrest cables and catapults, and both stock and third-party aircraft can be used without any need for modification. Other features included with the release is a fully functional landing signal officer, animated crew, jet blast, deflectors and elevators, fully accessible hangar with the aircraft carriers only. You can pick up your copy of Miltech Simulations Super Carrier Pro from the Orbex store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Moving on to this week's Sim Update news, the Microsoft team released another update to the current Sim Update 13 beta, which is now up to version 1.34.15.0. This version includes several fixes to crashes across the title, including fixes and bugs preventing the content from being brought inside the marketplace from appearing in the content manager. There's no other inclusions or updates, just these two bug fixes this time around, but the Microsoft team did mention they are concentrating on stability and improvements for the moment when it comes to Sim Update 13. That being said, Sim Update 13 has had a little delay and it's been pushed back 1 week and is rescheduled to be released on September the 28th now. The delay is due to the team needing more time to investigate and address some of the feedback that has been given by testers provided during the course of the beta. The next development live stream has been announced as well. This will be the day before Sim Update 13 releases, which is going to be the 27th for the development live stream. I'd say we will receive some information or teasers about the next world update, which is scheduled on the development roadmap to be live sometime in October. Moving across to this week's backlog list, the backlog list over the past weeks has been growing and many simmers have seen the effect of this in their weekly marketplace releases, which has been pretty much on the lower side that we've seen than in previous history. Microsoft has mentioned the process of the marketplace intake is going through some iterations at the moment, which is causing the marketplace to fluctuate when it comes to its releases. This week's backlog list has dropped down by 7 with new products on the backlog list up to 452. Aircraft are sitting at 93, missions at 46, scenery is at 69, liveries at 57, and airports are at 120. Hopefully we will see the outcomes of the iteration work that is going on behind the scenes, and hopefully we'll see more products releasing on the marketplace more frequently soon. Speaking of this week's marketplace, this week we've seen a release of the Just Flight Hawk T1. This was the only aircraft that was released on the marketplace this week. The rest of the releases were made up of 3 livery packs, 15 different airports, and a bunch of missions and environment releases. We look forward to bringing you more flight sim content next week. Be sure not to miss out by consider subscribing to the channel. It's free and it helps the channel grow and it helps us spread the word of flight simulation around to more people. Now, if you have a question about flight simulation, please leave it in the comments below, as we're going to have an extra segment coming up where we answer one outstanding question each and every week. So if you'd like that question answered, let us know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.